I say, hey, 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 hey. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just a lady. So cooperative. Just a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, man. Whoa. All right, anybody between the age of 9 and 12. All right, only if you're in the front row and you have a purple shirt on. Hey, hey, hey. I'm not sure what I said either. All right, keep yourself a hand for being here. My name is Kier. Say, hey, Kier. Hey. I'll take you on a little bit of a musical journey if you're willing to go. Are you willing to go? All right, we're going to do some impressions of famous singers. Young people, you know what impressions are? It's me imitating singers with funny voices. That's exactly right. And I'm going to do some impressions. I feel like I have my work cut out for me because we have a pretty wide age range in here. I see some young people. I see a lot of middle-aged people. I see some really wise people. The first impression of the night, a singer I like, but I cannot understand a word he says. This is my impression of the singer, Sting. Clap if you know who Sting is. Okay. I'm asking because I did a show recently in Texas. And anybody here from Texas? Where are you from in Texas? Katy. I was doing a show in Katy. Because the guy had no idea who Sting is. I said, this is a real conversation. I said, I'll give you a hint. I said, Sting is from the UK. And I'm going, I'm in Texas. I can't make any assumptions. I said, sir, do you know where the UK is? He said, the UK? I think that's up by the Circle K. Yeah. Does anybody have Circle K where you live? Yeah. Well, if you don't, I wish you did because that joke could have rocked. Here we go. First impression. Sting. Roses. You settle somewhere. Right now there's somebody going, wait, that's Eddie Murphy. What's this all? You such a silver tonight. I was so for you. I was so I didn't get any of that. I just you I will share you with possible. I want my MTV. That sounds good. So you're on a 5-day cruise, is that right? At the end of the cruise, things will go back to normal for you. Sometimes we're out here for a while. I was on one ship for a whole month. I thought I was going to have to sign out a restraining order against the buffet. And when you think about it, folks, this isn't really a ship, is it? This is a high-tech food delivery device with a big buffet and a free, unattended ice cream machine 24 hours a day. I have established the fact that I cannot handle that responsibility. The ship I was on for a month, about the second week, I was starting to go, dude, you're kind of packing it away. So I had a little pep talk with myself. I called a meeting in my cabin and I showed up. This is me talking to myself in my little mirror in my cabin. If I hold my head just right, I can see one eye and part of my nose. I said, dude, Tubby, if I may. I said, at the next meal, instead of a dessert, there's nothing to stop you from just getting a big bowl of fruit. So at the next meal, instead of a dessert, I got a big bowl of fruit. And I got to tell you, I felt a lot better about myself. So much so, I was thinking, dude, you kind of deserve a reward. 2 cheesecakes. I talked to a passenger here today at lunch, and he said his diet plan for your whole cruise, he says, I'm going to eat no fried food and no dessert. I said, how's that working out so far? He said, I'm up to no fried dessert. Not sure why, but the show is funnier on this side of the room. Luckily, I joined a health club about a month ago. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to get in shape, but I was annoyed the day I joined. So this guy is touring me around and showed me how to use all the weights. This super good-looking, in shape guy that I'm never going to look like. The longer the tour goes on, the more I notice this guy's talking to me kind of condescendingly. Plus, he was talking down to me. No more vocabulary jokes on the fantasy. He says, man, don't do like a lot of stupid people when you come in here and start working out. He's one of those guys that cannot bring his arms in. He says, don't kill yourself on the first day. He said, start out gradual and work up from there. So for the first month, I've just been driving by the club. Feel the burn. The only good thing going on in the category of weight loss, this is true, my girlfriend is from France. She lives in the States, but she's from France. And it's cool because whenever I stay with her, she has a metric scale. Do you know what that means, Americans? I want all the heavy dudes in the room to think about the number, when you get on a scale, the number that freaks you out. You know what it is, 200, 220, 270, you know what it is. I go to my girlfriend's house, get on her scale, 85. I'm anorexic. I have a friend, he told me he's on an all whiskey diet. Said he's already lost 3 days. All right, besides Katy, Texas, I want you to clap if you like country music. You're gonna like this next thing. All right, clap if you don't like country music. You're gonna like this next thing. Even though I grew up in the South, I found out the most impatient person in the world is a big guy that wants to hear country music right now. I was in a bar one night. Big guy threatened to kill me because I could not play country music. He was threatening me. I was scared. I was thinking, this guy looks like his name is probably Bubba. And I was more afraid because I said, I think his wife's name is Bubba too. Here we go, Waylon. Hello, lazy love. Not really, buddy. I was just she was going, where's the man? They'd rather give you a song than dance. Just a good old boy. Ain't doing nobody no harm. That's a good TV show. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Waylon. Lost star of a book called No Fainted Leave On. Each night begins today. Let it go, folks. Now you're part of it. Don't understand him, he don't die young. He'll probably just run away. On the road again. On the side of the road with contraband again. That keeps happening. You ever wonder why Willie just doesn't move to Colorado? The hard part is singing and both at the same time. Folks, do not try this at home or in your cabin. Waylon and Willie at the same time. Cowboy. Little guitars and drum and all trucks. didn't know any of the impressions I was doing, and so I wanted to relate to him. I wanted to bring him into the circle of trust. So I started mentioning older and older singers. I said, Elvis Presley, nothing. I backed it up. I said, Frank Sinatra, nothing. Backed it all the way up. I said, Moses, he went nuts. I said, sir, I was kidding. I don't even think Moses was a singer. And he said, I've got all his tablets. I'm going to tell you all about a weird name. Young people, old people, I don't care your age. Who's had the burden? Yes, ma'am. What do you got?
Deshla.
Deshla. See, I can't even say it. Say it again.
Deshla.
You just said it 3 different ways. How do you spell it?
Nejla.
I wouldn't have guessed it to start with an N. What kind of name is that?
It's Middle Eastern.
That is a beautiful name, ladies and gentlemen. Who else? Someone else. Be proud. Come on, be proud. Weird name, people. What do you got right there, young lady?
Adele.
Adele. Ooh. Not that weird. I want one more. Come on, one more. Be proud. Be brave. What do you got? Tell me. Right on the balcony.
January.
Cool. Do you have a sibling named February? Without the R? Well, all right. Just listen. I'm going to tell you about my name. My first name is Kier. Can you say it? Kier is short for Kieran. Yeah, my parents named me Kieran because they thought it would be hilarious. Because let's face it, folks, come on, be honest. Kieran sounds a little bit like a girl's name, doesn't it? Hey, shut up. Had a complex about my name when I was a kid. I was always getting teased. I was always getting beaten up. This happened again yesterday. 3rd grade, I shortened it from Kieran to Kier because I feel like Kier sounds more like Buck. You got a problem with that? One day after school, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, why did you give me such a weird name? Now, what I want you to know about my mom, super duper positive. She's waiting for everyone to do something amazing. She's the kind of mom that can take everything bad that happens to you, give her 15 seconds, she's about to flip it positive. When I was in college, I got kicked out of school and wrecked my car on the same day. She had me thinking that was an opportunity. I used to have a game. I'd call my mom from the road, okay? I'd think up something ridiculously terrible that had not happened. Well, I'm going to tell her, see if she can flip it positive. All right. Hey, Mom, this is Kier. I'm on the road and something bad happened today. I kind of robbed a bank and I got busted, and Mom, I'm going to jail for 20 years. 20 years, Mom? She said, sweetheart, you needed a rest. She said, the reason they named me Kieran, and you'll relate to this. She said, the reason they named me Kieran, big name in Ireland. From all my research, big wuss name where I grew up. The only good thing to come out of that conversation is later in the day I realized there might be some kid in Ireland named Buck getting his butt whipped. My last name is worse than my first name. All right, ready? All right, here's my last name. Herbiter? Something like that. I'm not sure how to say it, Bruce. It's weird. It's a German name. Translates into cows dying in the field. And I found out, Bruce, in Texas, I did a show for the Cattlemen's Association. They didn't think that was funny. When I was a kid, I was in the middle of the rock and roll generation. We were rocking out. But my parents always had one radio station on at all times. It was called The Music of Your Life, and it was the schmaltziest music. Frank Sinatra's Doris Day. They would turn it on, and embarrassingly, they would dance right there in the living room. Someday, when I'm awfully low, and when the world is cold, I will feel the glow just thinking of you. And the way you look tonight. And my mom would go, oh dear, they're playing our song. So I thought forevermore that would be the music of your life. Guess what? It kind of changes generation to generation. If we have anybody of my generation to graduate high school in the 1970s, where are my people? Clap. We have any people in 1970s? Right here. Hey, when you guys are in the retirement home, when you go down, turn on the music of your life radio station, it's not going to be Frank Sinatra. You want to get romantic? You know what's going to be for you? Hey, hey, mama, sit the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Oh, dear, dear, playing our song. That part stays the same. Just to piss off a generation, I'm going to the 90s. Clap if you graduated high school in the 1990s. You have nothing to look forward to. Let's say you're retired. Let's say you turn on the music of your life radio station, something warm and romantic. Think about your generation of music. You know what you have to look forward to? I like big butts and cannot lie. You know what I can't do that. Oh, girl, walks in with itty bitty this. Here. Would you help me with an impression? What's your name, young lady? Lisa, nice to meet you. You don't want to shake my hand. She's a germ free. Okay. She's going, where's the Purell? All right, Lisa, you're going to help me do my Neil Young impression, but I've lost the apparatus that holds the harmonica. That's where you come in. Are you willing to help? All right, come a little close. I'm going to make you sit with Anthony and Ella here. All right, Lisa, put your right hand down. Take the harmonica like this. When I wait, you're going to put the harmonica right there. You can anchor off the mic like that. When I wink again, take it back away. That's all there is to it. You good with this? She hates me. And this big guy here, I'm thinking maybe that's your husband. What's his name? Mark? You cool with this so far? Well, don't go all wife swap on me. All right, Mark, I want you to be comfortable as long as I have your wife on stage. So what I'd like to do is give you a safe word. If you don't already have one. Anthony's going, Mom, what does that mean? All right, Mark, at any moment for the next couple moments that I have Lisa on stage with you feel uncomfortable, you yell out the word parallelogram. I will stop the routine and untie everyone. It's hilarious because Lisa just said Mark cannot say parallelogram. That was so sad. All right, me and Lisa do Neil Young and the Canadians go wild. Hey, where you from, Lisa? Oh, you're right up the road from me. I love Nashville. No one here cares. It's Alright, we're gonna start again. Alright, I'll wait. Alright, you're hard to work with. We're starting again. Mark, we're starting again. And I'm not worried about you calling out parallelogram because you can't say it. He's gonna hate you for that. People come up on the ship, didn't you? Really can't say it? We're from Clarksville. You know where else I can't say it? Katy, Texas. Bruce is gonna kick my butt. You're trading on me. Your nails are impeccable. Down on 9 or 4 hard or 4. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I get home. Just whenever it works out for you. Stop moving. That's what works it.